50-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Clock now on first down. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he's got some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That good for 22 and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On second down, a run with Lindsey. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down. When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Locked to throw for it on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Come on. Hey, gun.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. It's our field. 12, fellas. Here we go. Hey, it's our house. Check.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jared McKinnon. And he's got this down to the 35. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
The 35-yard line.
up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
65. Check right 27. Check right 27. You
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
To throw is Garoppolo. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, before to start the 2nd half with the onside kick. Risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Third quarter starts with a run from Mostert. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's the All-Pro Von Miller who came in to belt him behind the line. Sliding out of the pocket, completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. He got 29 yards that time.
At the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the 49ers are going to have it 1st and goal as they'll take this down to about the 3.
Bryce Callahan. A gain of 5.
They'll try and run with McKinnon. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Niners 16, Broncos 7. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On second down, it's Lindsey. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
On the tackle.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Clock now to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept their minute by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again. Lock. Flushed out right. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 17-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That whole thing was thrown off track thanks to the defense of Fred Warner. Really nice play. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Shotgun snap to Lock. He's got it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's caught. He got it in the end zone. So instead of trying to get 1 point closer, they roll the dice on the fake and come up with 2. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. from the 10.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke, escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. D Ford able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
To try again after the sack. Locke, they'll find Lindsey here. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a 1-score game. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. From 8 yards out, and the Broncos have retaken the lead.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers at the start of the 4th quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The 4th quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game.
16.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
On the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10. At their own 36-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. He's back to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Garoppolo going to give this one to McKinnon, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 13 yards there and a Niner 1st.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's McKinnon. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll try with McKinnon. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. 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 I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say, now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Alexander Johnson. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
21.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Here's 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down. Back to throw, Locke. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd down. One final try for Locke. Being chased out left. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't.